What's up, everybody? It's Jim, and let's go ahead and do the movie review for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
What the Jim?
If you've seen Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, let me know your thoughts on it, please, in the comment section below, but no spoilers, as this is no spoiler review. But if you really want to include spoilers, just say in your comment, spoilers ahead. I'll be talking about the good for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, then the bad, then the verdict, what I'll rate this film out of 10. But before I go through those things, let's go ahead and talk about who directed this movie and the plot of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. This film is directed by Ryan Coogler, who also directed the previous Black Panther movie from 2018, and the plot for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever are the leaders of Wakanda fight to protect their nation from invading forces in the wake of King T'Challa's passing. So now we'll talk about the good for this film, and I want to start off with how emotional this movie is. I felt a lot of emotions in this film, and that was mainly due to the fact that Chadwick Boseman, who played Black Panther, sadly passed away. And because Chadwick Boseman is sadly no longer with us, the character he plays, King T'Challa, aka Black Panther, had to have passed away in the movie. So definitely a very emotional film to watch. I also mentioned that the story for this film I had a blast with. It's not my favourite story from the MCU, but I still did really enjoy it, even though it might not be the most unique story out there. But there's the fact that Black Panther had died in the movie, it just made the story even more powerful. And now I want to touch upon the characters. Most of the characters are really amazing here, especially with Shuri, played by Letitia Wright. She's now one of my favorite characters of the MCU because she just did such a emotional performance here. Definitely one of the best performances I've seen of the MCU. And also Ramonda, played by Angela Bassett, she's another standout as well. She, in my opinion, did an Oscar-winning performance. I think she did an absolutely amazing job. So they're the characters that stood out to me the most, but there are some other really great characters as well, such as the villain, Namor. I wish we knew a bit more about his character, but I still did really enjoy him. But in my opinion, he wasn't a top tier MCU villain, but he was still a threat for this movie. I also want to mention about the character Ironheart she's introduced in this movie, and I think she's a pretty cool character. I also thought the action is done very well here. It's some of the best action I've seen from the MCU, in my opinion. I think it was done excellently. It had nice amount of humour. It never felt forced, and it wasn't too much humour. It's nice to have some jokes sprinkled throughout, so it's not all a sad movie. I also thought that most of the CGI looked pretty great as well, and some of the shots and locations look beautiful and breathtaking, in my opinion, especially when the characters go underwater. I was just in awe looking at that place. I also think the music and score is absolutely incredible here as well. I really love the sounds that they used, and all the tunes just really went well with that scene that they were in. But overall, I did really enjoy this movie. I had a blast with it, and they definitely did the legacy of Chadwick Boseman right here. They definitely did him justice and respect. He would definitely be proud of this movie. So rest in peace and love to Chadwick Boseman. You will sadly be missed, but never be forgotten. Wakanda Forever to Chadwick Boseman. But in my opinion, this movie did end on a mixed phase of the MCU on the high. I've got mixed feelings about the phase 4. Overall, I thought it was a good phase of the MCU. Not a great one, but it definitely did end on a high with Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. And this is also one of my favourite films of 2022 as well, and is probably in my top 10 films of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Hands down my favourite project they've done this year. But for the bad for this movie, I want to say that some of the writing could have been improved. I felt like there was maybe a few too many coincidences in this movie. There's also a very useless side plot, in my opinion, which is the side plot with Martin Freeman's character, Everett K. Ross. To be honest, I'm not a fan of the character Everett K. Ross, and I wasn't a fan of the moments he had in this movie. And I do feel like the second act of this movie, there is too much going on for it. maybe just a few too many side plots or too many characters being introduced. And I also think this film overall could have been 10 to 20 minutes shorter, maybe cut down some of the second act and make it like a 2 hour and 20 film or 2 hour and 25 minutes rather than being a 2 hour and 40-minute film. But that's really all I'm going to say for the bad. In terms of the verdict, I recommend this film to people who like the first Black Panther from 2018 and for people who also like the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a whole. And I would rate this movie an 8.5 out of 10. I highly recommend to watch it if you are a Marvel fan. And before I conclude this video, I want to say that there is a mid-credit scene. It's a very important moment of this film and one of my favourite moments. You definitely want to stick around for it. There isn't an end credit scene. All it said was Black Panther will return. That's all I'm going to say for my review of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Again, if you've seen it, you can let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section below with no spoilers, as this is no spoiler review. However, if you do want to include spoilers, just say in your comment, spoilers ahead. But I appreciate you watching, and don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Again, rest in peace, and peace and love to Chadwick Boseman. Until next time, everyone, stay safe, take care, peace and love, and ciao. Wakanda Forever.